Former undercover cops. What is the craziest thing you had to do to not blow your cover? I used to work as a transcriptionist for a while. Nothing fancy, just typing out audio recordings from all sorts of cases for police departments. But one job I had was honestly one of the craziest things I've ever come across. I got assigned to transcribe body cam audio from undercover officers working a really notorious domestic terrorism case. And let me tell you, those recordings were wild. At first, you'd hear these officers talking to their targets, like the people they were trying to infiltrate. And the way these cops talked, it was straight up backwoods hillbilly lunatic style. I mean, they sounded like they just stepped off some rural farm and had never even heard of a professional job. The accents were thick, the slang was wild, and the whole vibe was like they were trying really hard to fit into a very specific kind of suspicious, sketchy group. They'd be saying things like, "Well, dang, you reckon we fixed that old truck with some duct tape or what?" Or, "Ain't no better way to show you mean business than a good old hunting trip." And honestly, it sounded so over the top I wasn't sure if they were acting or if this was just how those officers really spoke in those moments. But then, whenever these guys were talking to their fellow cops, the tone switched so hard it was like a different person. Suddenly, they'd sound completely professional, clipped, calm, clear, and all business. You'd hear stuff like, "We're maintaining position at the east perimeter. Target is moving toward the rendezvous point. Stay alert." No slang, no hillbilly accent, just pure police professionalism. The contrast was wild, like some kind of real-life undercover chameleon. Listening to the same person go from, "Yeah, buddy, we're gonna stir the pot till they can't stand it no more," to copy that, confirming visual on suspect, proceeding with caution, was almost surreal. It gave me a whole new respect for undercover work. I mean, these guys had to not only keep their cover, but flip their entire persona back and forth on the fly, blending into these dangerous circles, while still being razor-sharp professionals behind the scenes. There were moments where the tape would cut between a conversation with a suspect where the officer was joking about shooting a damn federal rat, and then the same officer reporting precise coordinates and intel to their team. The mental and emotional juggling must have been insane. One recording stuck with me. An officer pretending to be a loudmouth, wild card type who was basically baiting someone into showing their true colors, while behind the scenes calmly briefing the team on backup locations and safety measures. Hearing that made me realize just how much acting, quick thinking, and nerve these officers have to have. It also struck me how thin the line is between blending in and blowing your cover. One wrong word, one slip of the accent, and the whole thing could blow up in your face. I never got to meet any of these officers, and I guess that's kind of the point. Their job is to disappear into the background, become someone else entirely, and catch bad guys before anyone even realizes it. But hearing those tapes, it made their sacrifice feel so real. Anyway, I thought that was the craziest undercover thing I ever heard. If you ever get the chance to listen to body cam audio from undercover work, you'd be surprised how much acting and improv it really is. Not just chasing bad guys. It's being a master of disguise and performance, all while staying sharp enough to keep yourself and everyone around you safe. Just a totally different side of police work most people don't see.